All right, short answer part 3 of our review sheet. Question number 15. Here's what you do. We have to show out all of our work, and that's what I'm going to illustrate for each one of these problems. Break this guy up. This is square root of a squared times the square root of b to the third. The square root of a squared is a, and b cubed, this is an odd number right here. So be careful. Whenever there's an odd number, it gets split up into one lower. So that's the square root of b squared times b, because b squared times b is b to the third. B squared is a perfect cube, so that's just going to be a times b times radical b. And the final answer is just ab radical b. All right, problem number 2. Once again, we're asked to simplify this. And so here we're going to do this. We're just going to split it up. That's going to be 3 times square root 4 times square root of a cubed minus 6 times square root 9 square root of a cubed. That's 3 times 2 times, that's a cubed. Just like the last problem, we're going to split it up exactly the same way. That's a squared times a minus 6 times 3 times square root of a squared times a. All right, we're almost done. 3 times 2 is 6. The square root of a squared is a. Square root of a minus 18 times square root of a squared is a times square root a. Look what we got. We got 6a square root a minus 18a square root a. It's just, let's see. Very nice, yeah. It's just negative 12a square root a. Ready? Okay, problem number 17, very similar to problem number 16. We're going to just break things up again. So that's 2 times square root 18 times square root of x squared plus 3x square root 2. Nothing breaks up over here, so we're just dealing with the left side. That's going to be 2 times the square root of 9 times the square root of 2, and I got those by breaking up 18. The square root of x squared is just x plus 3x radical 2. So this is 2 times, 3 times radical 2 times x plus 3x radical 2. And I'm making a big deal of writing out all of my work, but you can move faster if you don't need to write things out like this. We get here 6x square root 2 plus 3x square root 2 for an end of what? How much we got? 9x. Yeah, 9x square root 2. Okay, problem number 18, simplification of fractions. Somehow we got to get this radical 8 out of the denominator, and we do that by multiplying top and bottom by it. So there we go. So now we get 12 square root 8 over 3 square root 64, which is the same thing. Sorry, let's keep going by simplifying. That's 12 times square root 9 square root 2 over 3 times 64, 3 times the square root of 64. The square root of 64 is what? Oh, I made it. Good call. Good call. I made a horrible mistake. Horrible mistake. It happens to the best of us. The square root of 8 is not 9 and 2. It's 4 and 2. Dumb me. Dumb me. Dumb me. 64. Square root of 8 times square root of 8 is 64. What is the square root of 64? 8. So this bottom becomes 3 times 8. So now we get 12 times 2 times radical 2 all over 3 times 8 is 24. And I'm going to continue that problem down over here. We get 24 square root 2 over 24, which ends up being what? Just straight up rad 2. Because this 24 and this 24 both reduce down to being 1. That's it. Whoops. Videotape. All right, 19, very similar to 18. We got to get this radical 6b out of the bottom, annoying little thing. So we're going to multiply by itself. And now I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut. Okay, the top, there's nothing that we could do. It's just going to be 9b square root 6b over. Now, whenever you multiply a radical by itself, the stuff underneath the radical just comes out. So the bottom is just 6b. From here, all we do is reduce. The b's will reduce and cancel. 3 goes into 6 2 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times, for a final answer of 3 square root 6b all over 2. Record? Okay, problem number 20. Labor-intensive problem. We got to do some serious work. All right, how do you get, so we have a binomial in the denominator. How do you get rid of that binomial? Yeah, you multiply by what's called the conjugate. That'll do it every time. 3 radical 3 minus 1. And I'm going to put everything in parentheses to remind myself of the most annoying thing ever that we have to do next, which is what? The most annoying thing ever that we have to do, which is FOIL. Okay, so let's do this. Now you could take a shortcut with this, but a lot of people didn't understand it, so I'm going the long way. This is 9 square root 9 minus 3 rad 3 plus 3 rad 3 minus 1. There we go. That's the bottom. Let's do the top. Ooh, it's going to be 9 root 9. My voice just cracked. Let's go with minus 3 rad 3 minus 3 rad 3 plus 1. Back to recording. All right, guys. So we multiplied. Now let's simplify. And let's do this without rewriting all of our work. These two negate each other and cancel each other off. Anywhere you see a square root of 9, that's really just like a 3. So this is really 9 times 3 on top. Okay, so let's do this over here. Now we got 27 minus 6 radical 3 plus 1 over 27 minus 1. Let's go down a little bit. 27, the top, will become 28 minus 6 radical 3 over 26. Ooh, and that's brutal. That's brutal. What do we do next from here? What do we do next from here? No, we... Yeah, great observation. 2 goes into 26 13 times. 2 goes into 28 14 times. And 2 goes into 6 3 times. So the final answer is 14 minus 3 radical 3. It's a bad 3. And everybody knows I'm OCD, so I have to fix that. All over 13. Okay, here we go. So, all right, last problem. Last one and we're out of here. Subtract 2. We got to isolate the radical. That's what we do first. Always do that first. Square root x plus 10 equals 7. What do we do after that? Oh, you see, this is what happens when you try and move too fast. Okay, I gotta slow down. I'm going to slow down. All right, what do we do next? What do we do next? Square up both sides. That's what we're gonna do. X plus 10 equals 9. Minus 10 from both sides. X is going to be equal to -1. And now, always. We got to check, just to make sure. We're going to plug it in. Let's just check and make sure it checks out. So this is going to be 9 plus 2 equals 5. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's our answer right there. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Our answer.